June 11th, 1988. Dear Will, it's 2:03 a.m. right now, and I can't fall asleep. You may be asking, why can't you fall asleep, Michael? Well, William, I can't fall asleep because I keep thinking about how much I want to kiss you. And in case you didn't know, I want to kiss you a lot. I think about you and those fucking gorgeous lips almost every waking moment, and the urge to follow through with my desire to kiss you always gets stronger whenever you're in the room. Which is unfortunate since you're always in the room now, specifically my room because it's summer, so of course we're hanging out every day. We made that stupid promise to dedicate one-on-one time to just the two of us. If only one-on-one was synonymous with you on me. Or me on you? Either would work for me, honestly. But there's something about the thought of you straddling me and leaning your entire body weight onto me that makes me weak in the knees. I'm kind of glad your mom wanted you home tonight, because there's only so long I can refrain from lunging into your space and holding your face in between my hands, and I swear to God you're in my walls, Will. Because the second I went down the horniest tangent these letters have ever seen, your voice came through on my walkie, asking if I was still awake. Your breathing sounded congested and labored, like you'd just been crying. Of course, I threw my pen down onto my desk and answered. You told me you'd had a nightmare, and that I was the first person you thought of after you woke up. I know this is kind of fucked up, but I felt a small sense of pride that you hadn't gone to Elle or Jonathan first. But then you told me that your nightmare had been about me, and that pride was instantly ripped out of my chest. Before I could apologize for anything Nightmare Mike could have said or done, you told me that I had been cursed by Vecna and you couldn't save me in time. You broke down in the middle of describing my bones snapping, and all I wanted to do was hold you and tell you that it was okay, that I'm still here. So I did. I snuck out and biked over to your house, climbed the trellis below your bedroom window, and knocked. You let me in with wide eyes, and I just stood there for a second catching my breath. I am not athletic at all. I can't say the same about you. Your muscle definition in the tank top you were wearing made me feel a little dizzy. But this was not the time for pining, so I took a step towards you and pulled you in for a hug. You smushed your entire face into my sternum, and I could feel new tears wetting my shirt. I just held you tighter, rubbing my hand up and down your back as you cried. A while later, you pulled back to apologize, but I reassured you that it was okay before smoothing your bangs back and kissing you on the forehead. I thought you'd freak out at my impulsivity. At least that's what I was doing, internally. But you just smiled up at me and hugged me again. You probably chalked it up to me being a good friend. And I'm glad you think so. I'm trying to be a better friend. I eventually had to go back home since my parents are dragging me to see Nana tomorrow. Today? And they'd be mad if they found my room empty in the morning. I wish I could have stayed. I promise I'll make it up to you sometime. Love, Mike.